do that?
Get to smash that like button. Subscribe. We need some subbies. Come on, you can do it. Late night. Woo, good vibes.
It's iconic. All right, I'm gonna do my video real quick, and I'll come back and look at your car. Cannonball, cannonball. Good morning. Hi, Joe Maxwell. What a nice treat. See you. I'm so good to see you today. Yeah, no big deal. What's up, you guys? Good morning. How are you? Good morning. Good morning. You got the guys? Hey. Talking to the motor trip, so good as something. What's up, man? How you doing? Good morning. I might be a little nervous from our guest this evening. All right, everybody's gotten their wave. Everybody's here. Welcome. And that's it. We're back on the show. Kill the echo. Holy crow. And the bubbles. Rob Corddry, we got bubbles for you. All right. Welcome back, everybody, to the Late Night Plays. My name is Jay Ryan. To my right over here, we've got a lovely lady named Nicole Ryan. And we are here with a hell of a show for you this evening. Allow me to Mr. Rogers my glasses here. Now I am in better shape, and I will wave it. Henry, late for biking, Project Song, RJ Hartley, Mark Photog, One Vintage. What's up, everybody? What's up, Zach World? Who said what's up, everybody? How's everyone doing? What a great opener, Zach. How are you? How are you? You were. This is the first show in a long time. You were crying right before.
I wasn't prepared for that.
Really? I came in earlier. I thought you might be nervous. I said, don't be nervous today. And then I came in later and I said, but I hope you're at least excited. Be excited today. And what happened?
It's just awful. We've worked together for so long, and then it's just
you and who?
Our guest.
Oh my gosh, I haven't even told you, everybody. Welcome back to the Late Night Playset. Today is Thursday, June 3rd, 2021. We are pretty excited because our guest, you know him from Children's Hospital. You know him from The Daily Show. You know him from Ballers, Hot Tub Time Machine. My God, so many things. These guys used to work together. Nowadays, he's the host of Top Gear America. Rob Corddry's here. He's going to be in the studio in just a few minutes. Right now, he is anxiously awaiting and making fun of the insanity that is what we've chosen
hurry up.
as our life. He goes, hurry up, get to it. All right. I wanted to say a couple things real quick. Mrs. Ryan, how was Greg Grunberg the other day?
Amazing.
Yeah, he was a great guest. Thank you so much, Greg Grunberg. I love you, buddy. This is sort of like this. This is sort of your nostalgic show. I used to work with Greg Grunberg on Felicity and haven't seen him since Comic-Con. All the Comic-Cons we used to do with all these guys. So it was really cool to have him here. He was a fantastic guest. Please watch that show. What? What are you laughing at?
No, it's great.
Oh.
I'm reeling in the years. It's amazing. Keep going.
Comic-Con.
Also, all right. Oh, cool. Here, we got this. How are you feeling? Let's start with that.
Better now.
Well, how are you feeling MS-wise?
Not great, but pretty.
Do these good emotions help your MS?
Yeah.
That's
Thank
awesome.
God.
That's it.
Thank
All right.
medicine.
What,
Medicine.
what would you like to choose from your medicines over here? You want left or right? Or you want me to tell you what they are?
Tell me.
All right. Ghost Train Haze.
Or
That's a sativa. Or the indica, you got Skittles with a Z. Skittles. Ghost Train Haze, sativa, indica, Skittles.
Ghost Train.
Ghost Train Haze. All right.
Yeah.
This is courtesy of our friends over at Tradecraft Farms. They keep Mrs. Ryan medicated. Thank you, thank you, thank you to all our buddies. There you go. Fire it up.
Dude. This is hardcore.
Launch it. Well,
Sorry, am I not supposed to be talking?
this is so cool. Okay, and also go over to Dual Shift, get yourself a GVBC sticker pack, a hat, and the new the GVBC shirt if you hadn't already. They're back in stock. I think all sizes. They were out of a couple sizes. I think everything's back in stock. Go get them. DualShift.com or Instagram at DualShift. DUEL Shift. Okay, we did it. We got that. All right, Michelin. Oh, well,
Amazing.
So I'd like to say a few words about Michelin. This arrived on the porch the other day, and I thought to myself, I'm not expecting any documents. I hope we're not being sued. And apparently, it's the starter pack from your Michelin sponsorship, where they send you the guy and the stickers for the car. I don't know if you know about that, Mr. Rob Corddry.
Do I get anything from being on the show?
You
'Cause so far,
just
all this stuff is
just
pretty
for
cool.
appearing in person, you get a $50 gift certificate to Cruise into Wellness, and I'll tell you all about that in a little bit.
All right. Is it some weed stuff?
Anyway, shout out to Michelin. Thank you so much. Can't wait to put this stuff on the car. Means we're gonna have to wash it again, put the stickers on. I gotta get a clean car. That means I gotta go down to the smoking tire. It's the whole thing. All right, so that's that. Real quick, East Coast feed, real quick, and then a real quick something else. Okay, East Coast feed. Do you remember where we were last time, Mrs. Ryan?
Were we still in Disney World?
Well, last time we were in Disney World. Yes, you're exactly right. And it was funny because they were at the Star Wars ride, and we had our guest here who was
That's
is in Star Wars. Yeah. Isn't that funny? Today they're back, but they're at Shea Stadium. Oh, it's not Shea Stadium anymore, is it? You're Boston.
Yeah.
Were you a Red Sox
Yeah,
fan?
I don't want to talk about Shea Stadium.
Oh, I thought Shea was okay, but Yankee was out.
I don't like.
New York at all.
I'd rather not talk about either of them.
Copy that. All right.
Fenway Park, I can answer all your questions.
Here we go. See where these guys are and why. I don't even know if it's baseball season, but why they are at the not Shea Stadium. Roll it out.
Mr. and Mrs. Ryan, it's Brooke and the Casman. Say hi, Brooke. Look how excited she is. Can you tell by the colors where we are? City Field, right, babe? Yeah. Super excited, aren't you? Yeah. Do you know why we're walking and taking this video, Mr. Ryan and Mrs. Ryan? Tell them, Brooke. She doesn't feel like it. Because apparently, even though you're vaccinated for 2 weeks, midnight tonight would have been 2 weeks and a day, and that's when they let you in the vaccinated section. So she's kind of hot. Now we had to switch tickets and walk around the goddamn stadium. And then even if you're in the vaccinated section, you got to still wear a mask anyway. Because what? Enough is enough already, people. Let's fucking get back to normal. Anything, babe? And she's fucking hungry, just so you know. So rice balls and sausage and pepper, here we come. Love you guys. Trying to get back to normalcy. East Coast Feed. Peace out.
I misunderstood. I thought they were there to get the second vaccine, and they did. I thought they got to come back another day. It sounds like they just couldn't sit in their section because of the vaccine. All right, well that's not as bad as I thought. All right, so that's what they're doing. Everybody, it's been a while since we've had a "What are you driving today?" It's been a while because David's been busy, and we've been building a new YouTube channel for the whole thing, and we're very excited about that. So there's some confetti. It's going to be launching next week. How's that? It's going to be launching next week. I have a teaser for you now.
Really?
Yes.
Cool.
This is all from season 1, which you've all seen already. So it's really kind of like false hoopla. But they put together a little teaser from season 1. So
That's
here you go.
awesome.
All right. This is what's going to be coming up next week on the new YouTube channel on What Are You Driving Today? Roll it out. There you go. What are you driving today? 63 356B. Hey, 111. What are you driving today? don't have to go back. Can you see my smile already? Okay, I'm impressed. Don't need to stick it. He's already got it. My car's gonna feel slow as balls after this, I'll tell you that. Pedal down! Yeah, baby! Yeah, there you go. What are you driving today?
It's a great teaser.
It's all right. She would watch that show, folks, so I hope you all tune in. And that's it. All right, now we got to talk about our commercials. I know where I should start. Need a lift lately? Cruise into a healthy 2021 with Cruise into Wellness CBD. The cruise is with a Z. Use promo code Late Night for 20% off your order. Mr. Rob Corddry for appearing in person. You get a $50 gift certificate to Cruise into Wellness for all your wellness needs.
I'll take it. I'll take that.
That's for you.
I love it. Thank you.
It's cruisingtowellness.com, cruisingtowellness.com.
Cruisingtowellness.com.
Then over here we have I'd like this guy serious. This is the business, Rob Corddry.
No,
This
go
is
do your thing, man. I just want to get on that couch. Let's go. Move it along.
They say all that separates men and boys is the coverage for their toys. St. Clair Insurance has coverage for your toys. In this case, we're talking about collector car insurance. Collector car. Oh, he did it
That
again.
caught my eye.
Oh.
Go ahead. Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
The car market's all over the place, especially the used car market. Nothing is where it used to be. I guarantee whatever your car was worth last year, it has changed. Most likely, it has gone up. The market has shifted this year. It's kind of dramatic. I have two pieces of advice for you. Please go get your car valuation and then go readjust your car insurance to that evaluation. Reason being, a lot of times what happens is your $40,000 used car or whatever happens to become overnight a $60,000 used car because the market's changed. Then you get into the fender bender where the guy, then you're like, oh, no big deal. I got insurance. It's all covered. Now they're covering a value of a car that is no longer even relevant. So check out St. Clair Insurance. Go to coverageforyourtoys.com, coverageforyourtoys.com.
Coverageforyourtoys.com.
Here's the one I hate. Hi, this is Jay Ryan from Late Night Playset, reminding you to please like, subscribe, and comment below. This feeds the internet algorithm and eventually us as well. Please be a pal, like, subscribe, and comment below. It will be fire.
What? This is your dining room, man.
I wish the Instagram audience could see Rob Corddry. He's really getting a kick out of has had nothing to do with the show. It's more like he knew the old people and he goes, what
I don't
the
even know if I'm
hell?
supposed to talk right now. but
What
I
the
just-
hell?
I can't help it.
All right. Okay. Real quick, we're going to take a quick break. How about
No.
that? Quick break, and we're going to get our guest in here, Rob Corddry, the host of Top Gear America.
Dying to talk.
Be back with a few words right after this. He's throwing me the whole way. All right. We're going to nothing. Who could take us seriously? Look at this whole thing in here.
Pretend
Look
I'm
at
not here.
this. Look at
Pretend I'm
this
not here.
goddamn thing. Oh, you're fine. Look what I did to the joint. All right, a few words from Oh So Delicious Hot Sauce. The hot sauce made by bears.
Oh, it's so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Garlic and serrano mixed with love and care. You can put it on your eggs, pour it on your rice. It's great on a leg, it's better on a slice. It's oh so delicious. It's the hot sauce made by bears. Oh, so delicious hot sauce. Great on everything except oatmeal.
Get your bottle today at osodelicious.org. $1 from every bottle sold goes to the National Military Family Association.
Oh, geez, coming back. Sorry. Oh, pardon me. Here's your interlude music. Ready?
Smells like fake smoke in here.
Weird. Oh, we're sitting here with Rob Corddry. I can't believe it. Pull that mic over to you.
Oh, okay.
Oh, let me get this out of here. So we're actually together. Here's our Instagram audience, though, by the way. That's Rob Corddry.
Oh my gosh, this is what it's all about, social media.
You
Hey, thank you guys
You
for
got a lot of
joining.
people.
Like and subscribe.
got a lot of people on the social media, don't you?
Not on Instagram. I have not.
But Twitter, you used to be huge on Twitter and stuff.
Yeah, and then I stopped doing it, but I still have the same people. You know, that's the people can judge their value, their absolute value by Twitter.
Right?
Mine
Is that the truth?
starts and ends at wherever I am. That's
who
it.
knew?
I can't get over it, and I can't get under it. I don't have to do anything. And I'm really I'm not into the whole thing anymore.
Can you believe that you're here right now? Look at this. I mean, the smoke will clear.
This is wonderful, by the way. You guys are two of my oldest friends. We've not seen each other in a million years,
you know
right?
how
We've
long
been
it's
trying to do this for a long time,
Mm-hmm.
and I've been doing Top Gear, and I had surgery, and I'm really glad to be here. Nicole's wearing a Porsche shirt and driving shoes. Those are driving shoes, right?
Those are dry.
With our
Yeah.
111 on it, yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man.
Pretty
like,
rad.
what has Nicole Shabbat become? You were like Hollywood, man. You were all Hollywood, and now you're like, I'm a car dude.
I'm still a people person.
Oh no, that's the same thing, right?
No.
No, oh
No.
no, car
And I'm
people
not
are
really a car person.
car. Right? Okay. I get
Different
it.
kind of people, though.
Get different
sure.
kind of people for sure.
Than what we knew.
For sure. Oh, for sure.
What could you guys be talking about right now? You mean entertainment people?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, car people versus entertainment.
Hollywood
I got you.
people.
Yeah,
Hollywood
sorry.
people.
I the dumb guy at the desk. It takes me a minute.
Yeah. And then Jay.
Yeah, and then
You-
then she married me. That's
you
right.
really do this well.
Okay.
You're good at this.
Okay.
No, I'm not kidding. You're really good at this.
You don't really. We never. All this shit was a secret, right? When we were hanging out, like I just
What,
desperately wanted to be one of the cool kids at the club, and I just was like, everyone was like, "Who's that guy?"
We didn't make you feel like one of the cool kids. We were like, this guy's super handsome. He built a DeLorean,
That's true.
like
That's true. That's totally true.
perfectly authentic DeLorean. Like, what's not cool about you?
I don't know, but I'll take it. This sounds great. Yeah, more. I like it. It feels good.
Suffice to say, you did not feel that. You were like,
No. Well,
Really?
the truth is, and this is. Can I get vulnerable for a
go
second?
ahead. Yeah.
When we were all hanging out was sort of like behind the scenes, our life was kind of crumbling and falling apart, even though our relationship was new and coming together, like the health
Yeah.
thing. And everything
Yeah,
was
yeah,
kind
yeah.
of, and sort of secretly falling apart because she didn't want everyone to know, like, oh, well, no
Why
one's going
would
to
she?
trust me
Yeah.
with
How
their work.
things
And
are
their thing.
yeah.
So it was just kind of a crazy time. And I just remember that period of time. It's hard to get really a handle on my life during that period of time with both of us, even during all of whatever kind of soul
Same.
searching has been done since that
Same.
time. So maybe just growth, maybe just time, maybe age,
Yeah.
maybe all of those things. I don't know where the hell I'm going with that, but at that time it was like, I don't know what I was kind of lost as a person. We were both kind of, I don't know, without a direction. So it's
Yeah.
kind of amazing that you have any good memories and stuff from that
I have
time.
only
It's
good
like-
memories, but I also
Thanks,
know
brother.
what you're talking about. Like, I was at a time when I didn't understand what Hollywood was like that, and then I realized a couple of years after that it's nothing. It's absolutely
fake.
nothing. It's completely fake, and you make your own way.
It's more of an idea.
You know, you make your own. And I've talked to my agents like 5 times since then. For real. Like, I just did my own thing, and they're like, do we get commission on this or not? I'm usually like, nah, probably not.
So are you kind of operating outside of the?
I'm not-
I mean, not
I'm not
really
exactly
outside the
Bill
system.
Murraying it. You know, like Bill Murray's
The
got
800 number.
everybody's got his lawyer. Like, if you can get his lawyer's number, you can get him in your movie. I'm not there by any means. Like, I need these people, but you know, it was a time. That was a time when I was felt like I was part of a thing, and now I feel like I'm outside of a thing.
Oh, wow. Interesting.
I don't worry about that at all.
Good for you. Well, it was the time you were you had television shows on the air that were your own that you created. I mean,
Right.
there was a whole different. There was really a lot of pressure on you too at that time.
No.
from my really.
No, I don't think so.
From my eyes,
I
there
don't
would have
think
been
so.
a shit ton.
No, you know,
This is
like
Children's
Nicole
Hospital
made
at
it
that
very easy for me, and there was other people that made it very easy. My wife made it very easy for me. She's my most trusted advisor, and like,
That's awesome.
I don't ever remember it being hard. I just remember it being more work than it needed to be. You know?
okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
How
I
is
guess.
the family?
Oh, they're great.
Big fan of
They're
your family.
great, man. My kids are 14 and 12 now. Can you
That's
believe that?
nuts.
Can you believe that?
No.
Right.
They're ridiculous. They just got their second vaccine yesterday, so they're sitting on the couch because they're sick from it. but they're loving it. They're like under the same blanket, and they're just giggling, and they're like, "Yeah, we look like we're having fun, but our bodies hurt, so we can't go to karate or tap." It's wonderful.
I'm trying to think. Back in the old professional days, I would go with you guys when you were guesting on real talk shows. And I think of one time in particular when we were at Conan, when Conan had just moved over to TBS. This was like brand new. You were very hot at the time, and they were very happy to have you. And I remember that we were talking in the green room about a certain idea of a certain story you were going to tell. And I remember egging
was
you
axed.
on. No, you did it.
I did the story. Oh,
Do you remember what it was? Because I remember Sandy, everything played well, and I think it was very funny. But I remember Sandy being like, "What the hell is the matter?"
yeah, I know what you're talking about. And I watched it a few months after that on the internet, and I was like, "Oh, this is horrible! What I just said." And I had it ripped out of the internet. Like,
No.
I think so. I mean,
Did you really?
your audience is gonna get it probably.
Oh, my
I'm
God.
sure it's out there somewhere.
I never would have
But
brought it up
it's
if I'd
something
known
that I
that.
really regret if we're talking about the same thing.
You were talking about one of your kids.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's
and you
the
and
one.
You said maybe I like it so much because you were like, "Should I do that?" And I was like, "Yeah."
Yeah, Jay was like, "Yeah, no problem with that. I don't see any problem with that."
Meanwhile,
As you're
everyone else
not
was like-
publicist,
No, definitely not as your
As your
publicist.
publicist
As the guy who used to
girlfriend,
work on
boyfriend.
Conan, like as a crew guy, I'm like, "Yeah, that'd be funny."
I don't see any problem with that. Calling your kid the R word.
Okay, well, I'm glad I
Yeah.
brought that up then.
Yeah,
Sorry.
she's never seen it, so
Well, are we at an age now where she would get it? Because like all kids
Yes.
are the R word at that point. Like they haven't developed yet. They're just undeveloped.
I feel like now I could talk to her. I could explain it.
All right, moving on.
Maybe I don't know. I don't want her to see it.
This is where a pre-interview would have been
Let's
beneficial.
stop talking about. Cut this out.
Yeah, from the live
Cut
show
this out.
especially.
Nicole, have some more weed. God damn it.
Are you a weed guy? Can you even say?
So at the beginning of at the beginning of the pandemic, that's all I could do. But I'm not able. I have a hard time with it.
Do you still drink?
I get. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All of
I'm
my
a
memories-
full-on functional alcoholic.
All of my memories from everything we ever did together
Me
were all
drunk.
fully fully saturated. All of us, everything we did was fully saturated. And I used martinis and the whole. We just had a grand old time.
I feel like I've slowed down a little bit. Slowed down. Like just I'm 50.
Did you say
now.
slowing down? Because that's
Sloan,
Funny in
my
its
daughter.
own right.
Slowed is the word.
Uh-huh.
Down. Because I just can't. I'm 50. I can't handle it anymore. But I pack it in. I try and pack it in. I love drinking.
when her health went to shit, I sort of like put my foot down. I was like, look, this is ridiculous.
You can still
I'm
drink,
drinking
right,
to keep
Nicole?
up with
Ah,
you.
shit. That sucks.
It causes inflammation, which is sort of the opposite. It's the worst
Inflammation
thing.
is bullshit, Nicole. I'm here to tell you right now. I don't know who your doctor is, but inflammation. I'm making this up right now, but it sounds right. Is that it's not real? Let's go with that.
What was your name on Children's Hospital? Your doctor's
Dr. Blake Downs.
Yeah, that was a Dr. Blake Downs. Like, here's the thing, guys. Like you just wrote that as Blake Downs.
I am a clown doctor, and I'm telling you that everything your doctors say to you is bull.
How did you come up with Children's Hospital? That's a story I've always liked.
I was my daughter was this happens to a bunch of kids. They sometimes
the older one, right?
the older one, right? Sloan. She pulled her ligament out of place. It switches over. While I was beating the crap out of it, and we took her to Children's Hospital, and so many things happened there that I realized that this is the least funny place in the whole entire world, right? And it was on the way home when we knew she was going to be okay that I was like, what about making a show that's set in the least funny place in the whole world, but it's about beautiful doctors that can't stop having sex with each other, and that was it. That was it.
But that was the idea for the show.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess that's impressive and everything. But you then an idea for a show is kind of easy. You then went and then turned it into a real show that then won Emmys.
Well, we stopped being like because if you say I'm going to make a Grey's Anatomy parody set in a children's hospital, you run out of ideas fast because that show, their whole thing was like jumping the shark from the jump.
Oh,
I
see your point.
And so they were just
A
it was
parody from a
ridiculous.
parody
We
place
did a
you've
show
run out.
once on children's that we thought, oh, this will be like Grey's Anatomy, and then it turns out it was an actual plot from Grey's Anatomy, and so we decided to be. Well, we didn't decide. It just happened that we became sort of an homage to tropes and genres and stuff like that, and that's where it became fun. Like we would just this is going to be an action TV show or an action movie, which is two totally different things,
you
or
would
a
do that
heist.
all within Children's Hospital?
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we did a heist movie, but it was about stealing sperm from the hospital sperm bank.
The whole thing, if people don't remember, Children's Hospital was a shortened runtime as
15
well. So
minutes.
you would do all of these.
Yeah,
these
we would have
little
like
things
4 or 5 stories running at once. We were like, guys, we got to work on that D story.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Make sure.
Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. Punch up the D.
Punch up the D.
Well, maybe that's what was so interesting about it too, because it was so rapid fire. It was very fast paced.
Right. Yeah,
really
because you
nothing to
didn't have a
compare
lot
it
of
to.
time. You didn't have a lot of time to do it, so the whole show was just basically a joke. We wanted it to be a joke machine gun.
Oh God, it was.
Like
The show is so good.
no pause, no minute of relaxation between jokes. It was just a rapid fire.
Did that show ever jump the shark?
Make
in
me
your mind?
rich? No.
How'd you know?
What was your question?
Did
Sorry.
that show ever jump the shark in your mind?
No, I feel like the last episode, the final episode, was I sort of knew it was going to be the final episode, even though I hadn't made the decision yet, right? And so we decided to make a show that had 0 laughs. And if they were laughs, they were laughs you would find in an action show. Like those
Lethal Weapon
obligatory,
The buddy
obligatory, exactly. And so there's probably like 2 or 3 genuine laughs in that episode, and that's what I wanted to do the whole time, was just do whatever I wanted. And so that
So I
show,
guess in that point,
we
then
may
it
have
was all come out of your brain, so it never could have.
no. I think maybe if we jumped the shark, it was that one.
Oh well.
I rewatched
The
it
final
recently,
episode.
and I was like, "This isn't funny at all. It's not funny one bit."
The Seinfeld finale was a departure too. That was a different deal.
Yeah, that sucked though. Right?
Yeah.
I didn't like it.
I didn't like it either.
I like the finale to Lost. I like all the controversial finales.
Yeah, I do,
Sopranos, I loved.
Oh, same here. Love that.
Yeah.
one. Dexter, not so much.
I didn't watch it.
Okay.
I didn't watch it. I
6 Feet
couldn't
Under?
get behind a serial killer. 6 Feet Under, I can't remember.
He was very likable. He was an affable serial
I
killer.
know. He's back, they're back.
Yeah, I heard about
He's
that.
back.
He's back.
Ready
Look
to
out.
kill again.
Yeah, I guess they
Because he enjoys it.
I
He's
like
born that way.
shows like Roseanne where they let's say that again.
Go ahead.
Yeah, right.
Alienate the rest of your audience.
Where they
I like Roseanne
when they bring
Barr all her work.
Yeah, and her views on life
Yeah.
especially.
Yeah, go ahead. Do it.
Whenever they bring a show back and they just chop off that last episode and just pick it up from the second to last episode.
Yeah.
Like Roseanne.
Yeah. Oh.
That was all a dream or whatever, and the same kind of deal.
Oh yeah, that was all a dream. Is the worst thing to ever happen to TV or anything.
Dallas back when I was a kid.
Yeah, it happened to so many shows that it just were like, I'm just so rich right now. I want to kill this. I just want to be out of this working thing, which is what we all want to do, right? Like I just,
Be out of this working
I can't
thing?
wait to retire.
Is that true?
Hell yeah,
I feel
man.
like when I was with you,
I don't enjoy
you were really
this.
enjoying the work.
No.
You acted like you were enjoying the work.
I enjoyed it back then because I was a young person. Now,
Oh,
like
yeah,
I
now
said,
it's
I'm
energy.
50, and I'm like, ugh, this is terrible. Every time I get an offer to do something, and this sounds super like, people are like, oh, F you, Cordry. I'm like, oh, that's just another place I gotta go.
That's us too.
It's so
That's us too.
ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. But I
Oh,
do just
boy.
want to walk off into the sunset and be gone forever.
You keep saying 50. Did you do anything exciting for your 50th birthday?
No,
And
it
I'm
was-
obviously asking for a reason.
It was during the pandemic, so I think
Oh,
it was
shit,
good.
nothing.
But I had a great. Sandy gave me the best birthday ever.
Just at home?
We bought it. She bought me a watch. That's cool. It's a Speedmaster because
Is it this
because
watch?
of cars.
Is it this one?
That's right.
Well, that's
oh, I'm
beautiful.
not going to wear a Speedmaster at your podcast. It's got
Right.
little checkered flags on all of the seconds.
Oh my gosh.
Way
yeah.
to go, Sandy.
That is
Right?
amazing.
She gets it. Sort of. She gets it, sort of.
So that was it? You got a watch and you
I
did
got a
little-
want. No, we had a great time. We had a great day. She took me on a picnic, which is.
That sounds
Where are
awesome.
you laughing?
It sounds awesome. I'm remembering your 40th birthday, which we were a part of.
Now that was fun.
Can we talk about it? I
Yes,
have the
please.
picture. I loaded up the picture, but I didn't know if I could
do.
show
That
it
was the
without-
best birthday
Okay.
ever. It was
I've got
so
this
much fun.
picture here.
Oh no.
No, it's okay. It's just the
Okay.
group shot.
Oh yeah.
This was your 40th birthday weekend,
Look at this crowd.
where everybody
group.
went up
Beautiful
to
bunch of
Sonoma to celebrate the birth of Rob Corddry.
Look at these guys. Not an ugly person in the bunch.
And then there's the two people by the tree that nobody recognizes. Every single face there
Look
is
at you
somebody.
guys, though. I think you're wearing the same. I thought you were wearing the same shirt. for a
Please,
second.
almost.
Look at Husky, Brian Husky, leaning on the tree like, I'm gonna be this guy now.
It was the yearbook photo.
Oh, that's great.
Um,
Do you
that
remember the
was-
speech that Rob Hubel gave?
I remember most of the speeches. Go ahead.
I don't actually remember it, but it ended up with him just yelling at the restaurant staff.
Yes, but he told them he was going to do it. He told
He
them ahead of
did.
time.
Yeah,
that he was gonna do it.
yeah. Well, of course. I mean, he's not a monster.
No, but people don't understand. It was ferocious. It was like
ferocious.
it was comically.
Yeah,
Something you'd
It
see
was
on Curb Your
one of
Enthusiasm.
still to this day one of the best things I've ever seen. Yeah.
That's some of the best food I've ever had on that trip. By the
Yeah,
way.
wasn't that fun?
Yeah, that was amazing.
That's a great. Well, that was in Sonoma, right? Or-
Sonoma.
Yeah.
But if memory serves, I think it was Megan and Nick who put it
Yes.
together because they kind of knew the area
they have
and
a
the
place
wineries.
in Sonoma. We stayed in it once, and it's one of those places where the nothing creaks in the
Oh,
house.
just
You know,
perfect.
like
Well,
in my house,
he's Mr. Woodworker guy. He would never tolerate that.
you know, like a house that is so solidly built that you walk upstairs onto like wood paneling and it doesn't make a sound. That I was like, oh man, I'm in a different world right now. Nothing is. I'm tiptoeing up this. I'm wearing boots.
But he's
house is
Mr.
still
Woodworking guy, right? Like it
Yeah.
couldn't be anything less than
I
the perfect
guess
quality.
I don't know if he
woodwork for
did any
him.
work on it. Maybe
No, but he
did,
wouldn't
but
accept that in
he
his
wouldn't
life.
accept. You're right.
He wouldn't tolerate
You're
it.
right. No, I mean, why would you? Why do we all tolerate it?
Good point.
Why do we tolerate the creaks?
Creakety floors.
Everywhere I go is creaks.
Oh, who can afford lumber these days? How about that? Don't get me started on lumber.
Don't go. Oh, I was at the hardware store today. Talk about lumber. I was buying light bulbs, though.
Oh, you really were.
I really was. I walk in there like taller than I've ever been, and yet I'm buying light bulbs.
But you're proud to be a man about it,
Oh
right?
yeah, I'm like, oh, what's going on in the hardware world these days? Hey, man, like guys that have
What's
paint
up?
all over them, and I'm like, tip of the hat. What's up, man?
As if we're in the same club.
Couple contractors here in the hardware
Tape
store.
measure. You walk in
Yeah,
with a tape measure on your belt
exactly.
and your beeper.
Meanwhile, I'm getting a straw hat to wear in my garden.
One of those pictures of a lady bent over in her knickers.
Yeah, yeah.
How's your brother doing?
Oh, he's good.
Big fan of your brother.
We were just
Big fan of
able
your
to
brother's
have
work.
dinner for the first time in like 5 months.
As family, you couldn't see? Oh, different households, I guess.
Yeah, different households. He's got his thing going, and we got ours. And you
What's
know,
his thing
we
going?
we
What the heck?
forget
What
it
does
was
that
pretty
mean? What's his
rough
thing
there
going?
for a while. You know, we were all kind of scared to go out and see people, and my brother's 5 minutes away.
And
But
your brother.
what?
And your brother.
And he's my brother. So, but we just hung out recently. He's great.
I'm
He's
a big
getting
fan of his
married.
talent. Oh, wonderful.
How about that?
I'm very happy for him.
Yeah, it's awesome. She's great.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and we keep offering our backyard for the ceremony, and thankfully he has always said no.
when we
What a
were
nightmare.
when we were hanging out with you, your backyard was perpetually under construction. You were putting in a pool. You were putting in decks. There was always
shitty.
stuff.
Always shitty. We used to. It became like a coyote sanctuary where coyotes would literally just sleep in our backyard, and we thought they were
hang
dead.
Oh my God! Really?
Yeah, and we would call people and be like, "Hey, you gotta get this coyote out of our crappy lawn," and the guys would say, "Well, we can't do that. LA won't let us do it, so you gotta haze them."
What the hell does that mean?
Meaning, if you have a BB gun, don't be afraid to shoot him in the butt with it or throw rocks at it or something.
Tease it. Say derogatory things.
Yeah, be like,
Humiliate it.
"You loser, pledge! You're
Oh,
never gonna get into my frat.
Call yourself a dog.
You look like you have Lyme disease. You're so patchy."
What's up, mange? Ridicule a dog.
Yeah.
That's terrible. All right, we got to Nate. Here's one I want to throw in. What is your favorite work memory with Nicole?
Oh, okay. It's the day I met Nicole. She knows what I'm going to say. The day I met Nicole, I did not have a publicist. I was thrust into this weird interview junket situation where actors come together and they're asked sometimes horrible questions and we're forced to answer them. And one of Nicole's clients was asked one of those kind of unanswerable, terrible, you don't want to be asked questions. And this woman from the back stood up and said, "Move it on. We're not answering that." Like, and I was like, who the hell is that? And that was my favorite memory. And she could, that was her whole deal. She was like, people were terrified of her.
That's the Nicole that none
Yeah.
of our today people know
Really?
and understand even existed.
I want the
They think I'm
people
the guy.
of today. Where's my camera? I want the people of today to know that this woman is ferocious. Never let anybody get away with anything. And then when you said something to her afterwards, like, really laid into that dude, didn't you? And she was like, "Pfft, guy's a loser." And she would walk on ahead of you like 5 feet. You'd be like, "Oh my God." She was, completely fearless.
Ran the show.
Fearless.
Yep.
Yep.
Unstoppable, I would
Yeah.
say.
That was my favorite memory. It was my first memory, and then from then on, it just
So wait,
she
you
hadn't
hadn't even hired her yet. That was just
didn't
that was
even
what
know
you
her name.
saw.
I had no idea who she was. I think you were representing who I don't even remember who it was on set, but then my friend Craig was like, "Oh yeah, she represents me," and
Craig Robinson.
and he was like, "Yeah, yeah, do yourself a favor. Yeah, she's an asshole to people."
You kind of need that guy though, right?
Yeah. Yeah, well, it worked
that's
out.
awesome.
I mean, we had a good time, right?
Tons of fun.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Yeah.
The first
He
one.
called me. You called me, I think, to have Craig read the script of that movie that
Yeah.
we ended up making a couple of.
Hot tub?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that
You wrote
with-
that.
I did not.
Oh, you didn't.
I did.
Oh, but
did
you
not.
wanted to do it. So you sent. Why did you send? What was there a story there, or was that?
He called me and was like, "I heard Craig got the script. Will
Yeah.
you ask him to read it?"
Yeah. Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
But you wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Oh, I
well,
gotcha.
I
The
read
guy
it
that
too. I
wrote
sent it to you.
Cobra.
Before I sent it to you, I had read it on a set, and I saw the spine said "Hot Tub Time Machine." I was like, "Oh God, another stupid movie." And I was working with Sam Rockwell, Oscar winner, one of the greatest of our generation. And I showed him the spine. I was like, "Sammy, I found her new movie," and he was like, "Ha ha ha!" And I read the first page, and it said "Hot Tub Time Machine" based on the true story. And I was like, "Oh, wait a minute."
Give me a second here.
Oh wait, this is pretty good, Nicole. You should read this.
Who wrote that then? Was it? Pink?
Josh
People that
Heald.
wrote Cobra Kai.
Yeah, Cobra Kai,
No shit.
Harold and Kumar.
Oh, so
same
they
guys.
Know what they're doing.
Yeah, but they're doing the same thing. Like it's all balls out, like raunchy, stupid stuff that should never in a million years work.
I loved Hot Tub. I mean,
Yeah, it
forget
was
the Back to the
fun,
Future
man.
element. Like, there was some sort of chemistry that you can't fake. It was really,
well, those
really
guys
awesome.
are my brothers, man. They're like the best dudes in the world.
Yeah.
And yeah, I mean, they're
Fun to make that one?
I would make another one, even though I know it would fail right now. And and have a great time doing it.
Does anything really succeed or fail anymore?
No,
Like,
no, that's
now
the
may
thing.
be the time to do
Is
it.
that
'cause you
now
could
there's
probably
no,
get it
it's
greenlit.
no time to make a movie right now. Like I'm not like clamoring to make a film because it's just all garbage. Oh, it's good movies actually, but they just don't do anything.
No, nobody sees anything. Everything's
No.
again saturated.
Yep.
I mean, we also don't want to leave the big TV and the Netflix
But
and whatever else
TV's
you've got
good.
here.
But TV's
There's
excellent.
some
You know.
great TV.
Yeah.
Do you
Have you
watch
seen
car television? Oh, go ahead. You
Hard
first.
hard television.
Car.
Car
I
television.
thought you said, "Do you watch hard television?" I was
Do you?
like, "Yeah,
Do you?
man, I watch
I wanna
hard
know.
TV." Well, yes, that's what I was about to say. Actually, is that I'm obsessed with Drive to Survive right now, the F1 documentary
Yeah, that's
on
great.
Netflix.
Netflix.
Holy
There's season 2 right now.
crap! Well, I'm at episode 8 or 9 of season 2, and
Okay.
it's just I'm obsessed with it. I'm obsessed with F1.
Are
The
you
whole-
are you
Yeah.
a fan now?
I'm a huge fan. I
Wow.
ordered a Verstappen hat.
Whoa!
Has
Okay.
not. It's been 2 weeks, so I guess it's coming from Europe.
Again, it's just blowing my mind
Yeah.
because in the
Charles
day,
Leclerc.
when we used to hang out, we always had kind of similar cars. When we were driving BMWs, like
Yeah.
you had the sedan, I had the coupe, mine was stick, yours was automatic. But I
Yeah.
was always trying to get you to come to the track with me, and you were always kind of into it.
Well, I was scared.
And that's what
Yeah.
you kind of so. But now you're the host of Top Gear,
Right,
So
and
now
I'm
you're-
forced to
and
go to the
now
track.
you're like a car guy.
I know. How about that?
Well, it's
But
amazing.
I was always a car
Congratulations,
guy.
But like,
Thanks.
Whoa, what the fuck?
I was always a car guy growing up, but then I moved to New York, and there's no reason to even give a shit about cars in New York City. You know, you take the train every day. I did.
It's
My
an
wife and I had
inconvenience,
a hand-me-down Corolla for about a year, which I would which I would drive like a 5-speed Corolla. And I would make it in like 12 minutes from the Daily Show to Brooklyn. And it's
Whoa.
like the Daily Show is in 50th something street.
Yeah. in Hell's
So I
Kitchen,
was
right?
like, I was a stock car racer in that crappy Corolla. Because I was a car guy, but I never had an outlet for it. And then I got to LA and I realized like you could have cars here. You could drive. And it was never about driving for me before. It was about appreciating cars. And now I can actually drive them. And then Top Gear came along. And I had always I planted in the media that my love of cars only so I'd get those weekend loaners.
Yeah, the
You know,
press car
like,
deal.
hey, here's a Jaguar F-Type for the weekend. And we'll try and sell it to you later,
Yeah.
but you just enjoy
At the
it.
very least, we want.
That's what I
pictures of you.
wanted, and I never got it. But Top Gear called, and they were like, we want you to be on the show. And before they finished the sentence, I was like, absolutely. Because
Did you really? I was going to ask if you were hesitant at all.
never for 1 second.
That surprises
I
me.
also had no idea what I was getting into. It's
But you
been-
were aware of Top Gear. You knew that it was a
Of
worldwide
course.
cultural phenomenon.
Of course, I knew Top Gear, but it's when you think about doing the things that they did and do, and the things now we're just trying to top stuff.
Yeah.
Like it's always terrifying, and it took me probably about 6 or 7 episodes to get into it and to understand it and to be like, all right, I became more brave in my actual life.
Oh.
Because it's going around a track, hitting a corner at 80 miles an hour is terrifying. Especially for someone without the opportunity, without the experience. I don't have
Fuck
any
yeah.
experience doing that.
Totally.
And next thing you know,
Why would
3
you turn
weeks
the wheel
ago,
at this speed?
3 weeks ago, I didn't understand braking and that's a good thing to do.
Car control.
Yeah,
Weight
yeah,
control.
yeah. Put the weight on the front. I didn't know that. And so and then now cut to like 3 or 4 weeks ago, I'm doing 188 at a Lamborghini, and I'm like, and now we're on hiatus, and I miss it. I miss
Really?
it so much. I miss it.
Do you miss the guys or shooting or all
I miss
of
the
it?
guys. I miss being able to drive anything. Like
Yeah.
I like driving crappy cars. There's
too.
one car I hated during the whole experience on Top Gear.
So there was or there wasn't?
There was one car.
What
it
was
was
it?
the Saab 900 Turbo.
Oh, the old
what
one.
a piece of crap.
Wasn't it even the one? It's even the one that I would still want today, the SPG, right? It
It's
was-
the
oh,
worst.
forget
You don't want it.
My memories are.
This was the Future Classics episode.
Yes.
And one of the producers was like, hey, what about this car? Saab's. And I was like, oh, I should take his advice. Never take their advice. That's the lesson I've learned is because, first of all, it's hard to get cars. He just wants to get the car done and get on to the next one.
Oh, like this
And
one's
also,
available.
I hate Saabs. I've never liked them, and I thought,
Really?
well, maybe there's something to this.
Did
And then
they
I
have
got
them
it there.
growing
I
up?
couldn't find any gears, and I'm like, mwah. And oh my god, the transmission. I ruined the transmission. It wouldn't even leave the line after a while. It was
I
just.
think that might have. Didn't you have to walk away from it on the show?
I walked
maybe?
away from it. Yeah.
Wow.
And that was also one of those moments where I was like, maybe it could maybe move, but I was like, I'm walking away.
Oh, this is better.
Go ahead, shoot your beauties without me. I'm going home.
Yeah, but
I
that was
couldn't
killer.
stand it.
It was killer.
Couldn't stand it.
There have been, I mean, the original guys, what is it, Clarkson, May, and Hammond?
Yeah.
There have been so many attempts at recreating that isn't really fair,
Yeah.
but there have been so many different amalgamations of people trying
So
to do
many.
another
Yeah.
triplet of car guys in the Top Gear.
Right.
And I'm friends with some of them. I
Yeah.
mean, Adam Ferrara is a good friend. He's
Yeah.
been here. I really enjoyed that series. All of this to say, the three of you, in my opinion and both of our opinion, have captured more of whatever we were looking for and couldn't find and replace all of the different times. There's something there in the chemistry of the relationship. You guys, you, Dax, and Jethro, have it. And I'm not trying to compare
Thank you.
you in any way to Clarkson and May and Hammond.
Right.
Totally different show, different people. But there's something that is captivating about the chemistry that you, if you turn it on, you're not going to turn it off. And that's something that hasn't, even the Grand Tour doesn't have it.
Well,
The original Top Gear had.
No, I hear what you're saying, and that's the whole show is not about cars necessarily. The original, it's about the relationship between the three, and I didn't even realize that until I met Jethro. It was Dax and I were cast. We were offered the roles, and then we had a chemistry read where we did a bit. Walking around a couple cars with, I think, about 14 or 15 people. And Jethro was right in the middle, and we didn't even know who he was. And he, by the way, he's like a huge person on the scene,
Oh, yeah,
right?
yeah.
Like, he's the guy. And we just got along with him famously, and that's when it clicked. I don't know about maybe for Dax, but definitely for me. Like, oh, shoot, this is it. We got to get this guy. And Dax and I just really pushed for Jethro because it felt like Top Gear,
Yeah.
you know? And now we're a couple of years in and we're best friends. And
that's unlike those other three. 'Cause those other three don't even really
I don't
like
even
each
know.
other. Yeah.
I don't want to know.
That's funny.
I imagine them all still like just living in the same house, like the Beatles and Help
Oh, yeah,
or something.
right.
Like I know.
It's more the Mythbusters. to
Yeah,
me.
yeah. But like,
Great
you know,
duo.
Dax is our Clarkson, I guess you could say, and he's probably way easier to get along with.
I wouldn't even make a comparison with any of them, but I
Well,
guess
he's
so.
like the head
lead
guy, like he's the head producer.
Yeah.
Head producer. He's a producer and
Presenter.
like head host, head presenter.
right?
Yeah.
As the BBC does.
It's so great. And those two, I'm lucky because those two have a huge competition that I'm
Jethro-
not really a part of.
Oh, you
Because
mean
they
when
can
it comes
always
to the
beat
car
me
stuff.
racing. So when I win, it's uncomfortable, and because I don't care about winning as much as they do.
Weren't you the big winner on some of these things? You are the big winner a couple times. Yeah, that's
hey,
cool.
listen, check the stats.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, but when I win, they're like, "Hey, we all won, right?"
Oh yeah, right. Team effort.
Just because we proved our
Best
point
ball.
doesn't mean no. I won.
Do you? This is still on Top Gear, but do you remember Greg Grumberg?
Yeah.
He was here on Tuesday, and after the cameras were done rolling, we were talking about Top Gear and you guys. And again, this is the original show had that studio vibe.
Yeah.
And a few different shows have tried to recreate that, not to any great success.
Yeah.
We were both saying that should budget come out of nowhere and should that type of thing ever be thrown your way as an opportunity, you guys are the guys who could probably support that format.
Yeah, but I'm glad they didn't do it.
Really?
At the beginning, yeah.
Oh, in the
I was
beginning.
bummed out at the beginning that they weren't doing that because it was part of the plan originally, but they decided not to, probably because of budget, and also like who would give a shit about these three dudes that no one knows about, or they know about from other things, right?
Well, at least let's see if they give a shit. So I
And
agree
now,
with that.
but it's not not part of the future plan. Like
Awesome.
if it works out that way, if we feel like, I mean, we're on an app. I mean,
Yeah.
we're just on the Motor Trend app. Like if it comes to the point where we're, where the show is worth it, I think it would be great. Yeah.
For us, we're never looking at the numbers. It's solely a quality assessment. The show is good enough. You guys are good enough.
I think so. I mean, there's no numbers. It's on an app.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
which is
good point.
great. Like, there's 0 numbers. We may as well be the best TV show in the world.
Ever on an app?
Let's just say we are. But yeah, it's.
As long as you're having fun with it. I
It's
mean, if
the
you miss it in
best.
the off season, that's incredible.
I really do. I really, really do. And it's like any job. You go to it and you're like, ugh. It's 8 a.m. I'm
Got to get up for work.
driving a Saab around a crappy track around Willow Springs or whatever. But then you're like, at the end of the day, you're kind of bummed out that it's over.
Yeah.
Because I get to drive so many crazy cars.
What's your favorite thing you've done so far? I think we're
boy.
up to episode 10. I think.
Favorite thing we've done.
Yeah, on the show- on
probably
the
the
show, sorry.
overlanding episode. That's
like
where I
that.
really clicked into it
That was
because I
season
picked
1A.
one thing I'm good at on that show because the other two are so experienced. I have to think about it. I have to do research and I picked the right car. I picked this early model Highlander, like the overlanding car, and these
Yeah.
guys had ridiculous cars for
That
it.
was the one with the waterbed, right?
That's
the van
exactly
with the
right.
waterbed.
And I won that episode hands down. And I was just I felt 10 feet tall when I walked out of that. Whereas before, I always felt uncomfortable and nervous and scared and
Whoa.
maybe I'm not right for this show. But after that, everything changed.
Locked
So
it
I'd
in.
say that was probably my best experience on the show.
Also, probably my most enjoyable episode to watch.
Go ahead.
No, that one. That one.
Oh,
The
yeah?
same one. It was so enjoyable to watch. It
I
was
just
so
pulling
fun.
my
Hopping-
knife out of my belt and
To
cutting
stab the
into that
waterbed.
stupid waterbed. I wanted to do that since he said he had a waterbed back there. I was like, I can't. I'm going to put my knife on because I had a knife in I have a Sprinter camper, and I would drive it to sets. We
Oh,
were
you actually own one?
yeah,
Oh,
we
that's
were in
awesome.
Arizona, and I always have that in the thing.
In the rider?
In the yeah, and so no, not in the rider.
I thought it was.
I need a big hunting knife as big as my forearm and a full length mirror. That's all I need. No, so I just had it in the camper, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna put my knife on my belt, and I'm gonna cut into that thing. I'm gonna get myself wet, humiliating him."
The moment he said it, I started doing what you guys eventually
Yeah,
did on the show, which
it's
was the math. I was like, all right, it's like 8
It's like
pounds
900
per gallon.
pounds. It's ridiculous. And he's in a fully compromised vehicle to begin with. Those 350 E350s that were
Like economy van or
modified.
whatever, yeah.
And those were already even
Conversion
on the
van.
day those conversion vans they were unreliable. And this is
With a
30
regular
years
bed in
later.
the back. Lord. Oh, that's awesome. I'm so happy that you're having fun.
I am having a blast.
But you are still acting in other things too, because you're still popping up in the real world in the movie business and stuff.
Yeah,
too,
I
right?
guess. I mean,
No?
yeah, what do you got? Let's do it.
Oh, fantastic.
Let's do it. Yeah, I was doing the Unicorn. That got canceled because you can't do a TV show
What the
worth
hell?
anything anymore. And but movies, I'm not so into that right now.
Is the business just changed and you're kind of just...
I think it's just we're in the middle of something weird, and I just kind of sit back until I,
Let me know how it works out, kind of deal.
or just I just go with my gut these days, and you can probably say I kind of always did, but it nowadays it's like you have more opportunity to go with your gut because no one knows what the fuck they're doing.
Yeah, that's
I
true.
can't swear on this, right?
Yeah.
Because I've been lighting a fire of curse words.
What is your worst Nicole memory?
My worst Nicole memory?
Yeah. She doesn't care.
My worst.
Well, like a work memory. Something happened. I don't know.
No, I don't
You
know if
forgot
I
your
have.
wallet.
I know. There was one night when we were both wasted. Right, we were just at a party, and the party was over. Like her job was over. Oh no, I remember. Oh no, and this is to Nicole's credit. So I was at the Playboy hot tub DVD release party, and Nicole was on vacation with you.
Yeah, I was
was
going
on
to say,
a
I know
boat.
You were on a
I know the
boat.
other end of this
You were on a
story.
boat.
We went to
and
Catalina.
I got wasted before it. And Sandy, my wife, poor Sandy, we were on the red carpet, and I was tongueless. I was like, people were asking me questions, and I just went, I don't know, man. I don't know, man. I don't know. And Sandy called Nicole, and from thousands of miles away, and Nicole's like, oh dear, just go away, get away from that. I'll make some calls. I'll call them off. So it's still a good Nicole memory, but it's like, it was all told it was a bad memory. And then later on, so I was drinking
We were on
coffee.
a boat in the middle of the ocean.
Yeah, right. I know. and I apologize.
amazing. No,
I apologize. But that night, and this was, I had it together. I sobered up a little bit, had some coffee, and then took some ecstasy. Thought that'd be fun. I thought
The same night.
I thought that'd be the right thing to do. Luckily, Nicole did not have to get called the second time. We handled
Thank
it.
you.
It kind of evened me out a little.
Oh,
Kids.
Yeah.
But I just always think of that moment, like poor Nicole in the middle of the ocean, just like, well, I can't really do anything. So
You went to the bow of the boat, if I remember. Is that what you did? Yeah,
like our
you were up
first
on the
date.
bow of the boat.
Yeah, and
I
went-
sent
and it
poor
went away
Nicole to the
from our
bow
friend.
of a boat.
Yeah, you did.
So that's, I guess, a fun memory for me, not so much for you, probably.
Do you still go to Comic-Con?
No, I haven't in a long time, but I miss it. I don't miss being there as an actor. That sucks, right? It
Tell
just
us about
sucks.
it, because I know what it was like from our
It's
perspective,
just like,
but I don't know what
no,
it'd
it's
be
the
like
same
to be
exact
recognized.
thing from your perspective, with some, there's some differences, but it's just like, you're not, because I'm that kind of, I like you guys, I like to go to Comic-Con, and I like comic books, and I like the nerd stuff. And I
I've
like
never read a comic
to
book in
get
my
in.
life.
Really? Oh, you seem like a.
Yeah, I
you're
should
the-
be. I should
When
be
I
a
think of
comic nerd.
super nerd, I think of you.
Big time. I've just never read a comic book.
But well, I've read a ton of them, and I want to get in there and like mix it up with the whatever the aisle all the way to the left.
Oh,
was.
yeah, the really obscure...
The really one that no one goes to, where it's all artists and stuff. But you have to wear a mask, which is for the birds. I want to go now, just as a fan, with my daughter. I want to go with my 14-year-old and bring them, and I really feel like they would love it. Like,
Is there anything she's into right now that you could like go bring her to and then have access to?
oh,
You know what I mean? Like
they love manga, anything
Fucking
manga,
manga.
like anime, and is that how you
Oh,
say it?
I don't know.
Manga,
I'm way out of the loop.
all that stuff.
No
Like,
kids. No kids.
They're so into. Oh, it's so great when your kids are into nerdy stuff.
Because you get to see what's
Yeah.
up now. Yeah.
Yeah, that, and also I can be like, well, check this out.
Oh, yeah. It's
Yeah, and they'll be like, oh wow, that's cool too, and that's a cool way to.
Bond, right?
Yeah,
Do they
and my
think your shit's
youngest is
cool?
really into like Stranger Things, and we're watching Falcon and the Winter Soldier right now, and it's so
That's
everything
prime
in
for
my
Comic-Con.
house, as far as my kids are concerned, is nerdy, and I would love to bring both of them to Comic-Con. That'd be so much fun, but I'd have to wear a mask because those are my people. You know,
Yeah.
those are my people.
Yeah,
I
you'd have
appeal to
dress up.
the nerdy Comic-Con crowd. Those
Yes.
are my guys. Exactly. Nicole agrees.
Did you ever? We used to go and you would put a mask on
Yeah.
to walk around.
Remember, my
Comic-Con.
first mask was like this kitty cat mask. I had a kitty cat mask.
like
on.
a Hello Kitty or something.
Yeah, it was dumb. I just got it at a booth. I was
Something to hide my face.
had
I
a
said, I'll get you
horrible
a Jason
time
mask. I'll get
un-
you something. So nobody
until
will
I
know."
got to a kitty cat booth where I can get a mask, and then I had a blast. Yeah, and I remember Steve Agee running in his. I don't remember if you remember this because you were right there with me. Steve Agee and Elliot Page.
Yeah.
Like right there. And Steve Agee's 9 feet tall, and Elliot Page is about 3 feet tall, and they're both wearing masks. And I was like, oh, this isn't going to work at all because nobody is being fooled by what you're doing right now.
Right. That's pretty funny. Of the same kind of visual, I remember being backstage from your show, Henry Winkler, who wanted
How
to
about that?
wanted
That's
to-
a weird place. to
amazingly
be.
awesome,
At
but he wanted
Comic-Con.
to be photographed with Shaq, who was right next to him.
Sure.
Sort of the same thing.
Sure, he did. And you know what? He can.
Yeah.
Henry Winkler, it turns out, can just go up and ask.
He's a legend.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure is. My manager at the time asked me, he was like, I think I'm representing Henry Winkler right now.
I think.
Do you want him on Children's Hospital? And I was like, no.
He was Mr.
No,
Children's,
thank
wasn't
you.
He?
What?
Wasn't he Mr. Children's?
Yeah.
Wasn't he the hospital guy?
No. Listen, if we want to
No?
get into the mythology of it, he took over for the Children's family. He was sort of
Oh.
a pawn of the Children's family. You get it.
I just remember the big thing because it was a huge thing to her anytime I wrote it down.
Oh,
She's
yeah?
like, there's no apostrophe.
No apostrophe. Yeah,
Like,
you
it
got.
was, she was.
Yeah,
about
she
it.
was a policewoman about the apostrophe. Thank God, because I still am.
Really?
Even trying to search for Children's Hospital online is a nightmare.
That's when the internet was new.
Yes.
And like no one that called my office knew how to find you, and
No.
then they thought your show was fake.
What a great idea. Losing the apostrophe. What a great idea for publicity's sake.
We thank you.
Yeah, and we're so staunch about it for no reason at all.
Staunch is a good word.
Staunch is a great sounding word.
Yeah,
and
that's
fun
an
to
East
say.
Coast. That's a very.
Staunch?
Yeah, I feel like that's from our puritanical New England background. there.
Maybe. I like staunch. I like brusque.
Brusque?
The word brusque. Oh, he was very brusque in his manner.
Oh, I always thought it was.
Brusque?
Brisk. No, I thought it was.
Brusque?
I don't know what I
I think
thought.
it's brusque.
I think you're
I
right.
said brusque, and my oldest child corrected me and said brusque. So,
Oh.
So any complaints, you can send them to my elder sibling, daughter, whatever they're called.
What are they called?
I don't know, man. I have trouble with pronouns and shit right now. I'm having a real rough time.
You didn't hurt your arm on Top Gear, did you? Because everybody was bouncing
Yeah,
around in that
that's
off-road
right. That's
episode.
right. That's right.
Is that
I
where
was,
you hurt it?
on a motorcycle, probably.
Here we go.
I was probably having sex.
You
got
and-
into a fight.
Oh, fight for
No,
sure.
this was a nerve problem. I had surgery on a. So here's a funny thing. I don't have a funny bone here anymore, and this is very tender still. I just got the stitches out. It's pretty angry looking, right?
It's gnarly.
Yeah.
I told him it looks like a Dax scar. This is
Right.
more of a
Totally.
Dax scar
Totally.
than a Rob
Totally.
Corddry
And
scar.
I immediately sent the scar to Dax. I took a picture of it and sent it to him, and he was like, "Oh man, you got to start working out with me. You can join my Veins and Scars Club." And I was like, "Yes, Veins and Scars."
Can't
Yeah, he
believe
kind of
he
likes
has
hurting
that
himself,
club.
though.
When somebody when somebody makes a television show about this situation,
Yeah, go
about
ahead.
this whole thing,
Yeah.
it could be Dax and Kristen could do that. They could do that. The whole, ease into cars, and they do this talk show from their house, and she
Oh, absolutely.
That's
Yeah.
up his alley.
Yeah.
for
like
sure.
that. They already have sort of that
Just
chemistry.
like Nicole, Kristen Bell would be like, "Ugh, I'm forced into this nonsense. It's my dining room.
Do you know that this was all?
I just want to have a dinner party."
As if. Do you know that this was all for her? Like this was when she wasn't doing PR anymore. She wanted to become a writer. She's becoming a
Right,
writer.
right,
and it was
right.
like, oh, help her find her voice and everything. So
You
it was
guys are
just the two of us.
producing, and then this is really impressive, by the way. I know I'm making fun, but it's
You're
really
jealous.
like,
really, it's jealousy.
I mean, I would love there to be a world in which I could do this to any room in my house, and Sandy would be like, "Yes,
Yeah, that's the room for that.
absolutely."
Yeah.
What, spotlights? A couple Lecos? Hell yeah.
Paul Provenza was in here, and, and just the fact that Paul Provenza was here is its own comedy. And he was like, "This is my absolute dream. I never knew I had."
I know.
That kind of thing. He's
It's
like,
kinda true.
I want everything about this, but I
Do you
never
ever
knew.
wake up in the middle of the night? You know,
I do
'cause you
wake up
can't
in the
sleep.
middle of
Of course you do. You're troubled.
Pee.
and you-
Usually, I gotta pee.
And you
usually.
come out here and you just sit in your desk chair and you like pretend you're in like
See, that's the Rupert Pupkin element, right? I never had it.
really?
Yeah,
Because it's real. Because you really have it.
maybe.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yeah,
Whoa.
maybe it's
that was like an
maybe-
easy reveal
Sorry,
you just did.
I mean,
there.
I guess you have to be convinced that you really have it.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time with it.
Yeah, it's
I really
real.
am.
No, that's the whole thing. It's like a real. It's one of the more real talk shows I've ever been on. and we're also like, we don't have to do like 4 minutes.
No.
You know?
No.
We actually get to talk. It's actually a real thing. This is more real than Leno or whatever. He's still doing a show, right?
He's got the car show.
I was on that.
You were?
I got to see his garage.
Yeah, right up the
That thing-
street here.
Insane.
Yeah.
Insanely impressive.
Yeah. It's too much for me.
He's completely autistic. He's hard to talk to.
He's Asperger's for sure, I say.
For sure.
Yeah.
But he's got 3 Mayoras like lined up when you first walk in, as if to say, "Don't try and have a real human conversation with me. I got these." And then he's got those old stupid like 30s era fire engines and stuff.
He does, yeah.
Like
truly.
it's better, way better than the actual car museum here in LA, which is garbage. It's like it's a movie museum.
Have you been to there lately?
Yeah, it's terrible. No, not lately, but
They redid the whole joint.
Oh, did they?
It's all completely
thank
new.
God.
It's like
So I'm not gonna.
$50
It's
million.
not all gonna be like Terminators and RoboCop cars.
I remember that too. It was dark and cavey. No, now it's very, very
it was
nice
so
and beautiful.
stupid. Like you have to go up 4
Shout out to the
flights
Peters
to
Time.
see like a good car or a motorcycle or.
It's really cool now.
Okay,
I was there with Johnny Lieberman
I'll
just
go tomorrow.
last week.
I'll go tomorrow. Tell Johnny I said hi. He doesn't know me. I like him though.
He likes you.
Oh, good.
Supposedly,
I feel that I do.
supposedly it was
That's
him and
exciting.
Jethro. Supposedly it was down to like him and Jethro on the Top Gear hire. Supposedly,
Really?
according to him.
That's what he said.
Oh,
what he said on
far
this show.
out, man.
He knows who you are.
Shoot. Because I like him. He's good.
Do you really?
Oh, I do. Yeah,
He's
he's really.
awesome.
He knows what he's talking about.
And he's just such a great person, human being wise.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess it was just like we
You know,
were talking about before. Like something clicked with the chemistry with Jethro.
Oh, you guys are awesome.
And Jethro, like
Don't change a thing.
Jethro, by the way, he's starting to be funnier than we are, and we
Yeah.
don't like it.
Be careful.
We do not like it.
I know. He really is good.
And
And
Je-
now that he's
oh.
noticing that he's good, I'm worried about him.
And Dax is like, all right, so Jethro's getting funnier than both of us. You are improving as a driver.
Your car stuff
So
is
what do I have? Poor Dax is like, I got nothing now.
well,
I
but
don't
he
have.
was handicapped for half of the season. He
So
was
that's what he's
broken.
going to be famous for. He's like, I'm just going to break myself.
Every episode.
Dax's thing is driving. I could watch Dax drive one-handed all day long.
All day
I could
long. Yeah.
watch him. He's exciting. Both of them, I love watching them drive. You know, that's a cool thing about the show. Me, I'm always like I'm gritting my teeth.
They
I got
barrel
my hands at 10 and 2 for some reason.
Don't start on me, Rob Corddry. We are watching that show going,
I
what is
know.
this? Hey, what's
Look
up,
at this guy.
Baxton?
How about 9 and 3, pal? Times have changed. I know.
More on that. He goes, I'm driving the new Porsche GT3. His hands are on 10 and 2, nowhere near
know.
the paddles.
No,
Oh.
I didn't. Back then, I didn't shift. That was that was our first episode.
But I thought to myself,
I
I
didn't
go, you
shift.
know what? This show may be okay because that was the. When I heard you were going to be on Top Gear, I was like,
That sounds
bullshit.
stupid.
I go, nobody knows. I go, I'm going to blow the lid off this. I couldn't get that guy to come to a car event. And
I know. I'm
but the
afraid
fact
to
that
come
you
to
guys
your
are
car
leaning
events.
into all of that. It's so
Well,
good. I'm
I
really
told
happy for
them
you.
when I
I'm
was
really
first
happy for you.
hired, I was like, I'm not anywhere near like an experienced driver. I just love car. I just love the way it's like art to me. And they were like, yes, that's what we're counting on. We're counting on you to be. And so now they're like,
You're the dumb guy.
now yes.
You're the everyman.
And now they like work episodes around either humiliating or terrifying me.
Oh, yeah, I could see
So
that.
it's like every day at work, it's a new thing where I'm like, oh my God, what do I have to do? Jesus. I'm like, can I just be funny
yeah.
with a car in the shot?
It felt to us like you and Dax were writing a lot of it. Were you guys writing a lot of it?
Well, we have a great writing team, a handful
The
of guys.
show maybe perhaps, but it seemed like
But
just
yes,
the
we all are.
interactions.
No, all three of us are. Whenever we get a script, and we told them at the beginning, like, we're not going to say anything you write for us. We're going to take it, and we're going to see what you guys want to do.
Yes, deconstruct.
And now we're gonna rewrite, and we rewrite all of it, especially the car reviews.
That's
I've
genius.
only been able to do a couple of them because nobody trusts me to do one. I've done a couple
No,
of
you did-
Aston
did you-
Aston Martin.
Yeah, I like you
reviews.
did one that I actually liked quite a bit.
The Aston Martin reviews were fun. I feel like I got into that whole brand, and like understood it, and so now that's my thing. And
Are you going to be a brand ambassador? Are they sending you one now? Because we should set that up.
man, from your mouth to God's ear.
At least a Vantage.
It's like
At least
how
a
about a-
Vantage.
hey.
One little V8 Vantage. Is it
Just
gonna
a
kill
little.
you?
It's your entry level car. For God, just send me a Vantage.
One little
For
Vantage.
God's sakes, I'll even take the orange one. I don't care. My God, what do I gotta do?
I'm on the host of goddamn Dog Gear over here.
I'm practically a brand now. God damn it.
You are a brand now, dude. Ballers. I want to just real quick because Ballers blew up, and you were really, really great on Ballers.
Well, The Rock was on it. That
Oh.
we had that going
I
for
knew
us.
this other guy was familiar.
I kind of figured like, well, this show isn't going to be small at least because
Yeah.
we got The Rock, but then also it had a time limit on it. You know, like
Oh.
always like as long as The Rock wants to do this, we could do it.
I got you. I just
then
remember
when-
sending you a message after watching the first season. I was like, this show is good. This show's really good,
Yeah, it
and
was
you're
a fun
really good
show,
on
man.
it.
It was like, you know, we got the Entourage comparison, which is fair, but it was there's a lot more stories in sports than there are in Hollywood.
Oh my God, all of this stuff living down at the I loved it. I loved it. In
Yeah,
fact,
it was
I want to watch
fun.
it
It
again.
was a good-
I'm not a
it was a
sports
good
guy at
time.
all. You remember? I'm assuming you remember. I don't know.
You
dick
look
about
like
sports.
a sports guy. We've always talked about that, right?
You think?
Yeah.
In what way?
Nicole always said like he looks.
You
like,
always thought he was a sports guy and a comic book guy.
Yeah.
And
Oh, yeah.
Over and over, I was like, no.
he's
Before-
not.
before I met you,
I was
she-
like, come
she
on, look
told-
at him, drink him in.
Before I met you, she told me that you didn't believe. She told me that you told her that I was a liar
Yeah.
when I told her
Yes.
that I had never read a comic book.
That's
like I
right.
was just trying to impress her.
I still don't quite believe it. I think you're trying to impress your audience by
Never
saying like, I'm
once.
tougher than that, man. I'm a car guy.
Dude, knows-
I've never read an edition of Wonder Woman in my life.
I'm a nerd all the way through, man. I did the full size
I know.
version. And
There's
shit.
so many genres of nerds, but there's a
I'm
lot
a
of
big
like
nerd,
crossover. There's a lot of crossover.
Yeah, no.
Time travel, you know that?
Yeah.
You know,
Well, I mean, a little bit.
yeah. Well, you did that whole thing. How about
Conceptually, you know what? Time travel wise, story wise, Hot Tub was very, very true. Like, as long as someone is good with their rules and they stay true to their little little universe they've created,
There you go.
authenticity and quality. Like, if it's
Yeah,
got
yeah.
both of those things, I'm in there.
That makes you a huge nerd.
So many things suck.
Yeah, you don't want to be a nerd, but you're a huge nerd.
No, I'm a nerd. Oh, I'm a total nerd. But I've just never read a comic book
Yeah.
or the other thing.
Yeah.
Sports.
The other thing, I forget what we were talking. Oh yeah,
Hey,
sports.
Jay, I got that from JFK.
The biggest-
We're gonna go to the moon and do the other
Sources
thing.
of entertainment in the world. We are in a car racing, right? That's a sport. I've decided.
I like driving cars.
Those guys can lift 50 pounds with their necks.
Oh, is that?
That's
'cause
when
of
I
the,
decided. Yeah, because of all this stuff. Like,
the G-force and everything.
yeah. So that's when I decided they were athletes.
Oh, that's nice. Now you've decided.
Rob
drivers-
Corddry has decided.
declared. Oh, dude, declare. God, I was just going to ask you something else. Forgive me that I'm like so hammering you. The show isn't even normally like this. I've just missed you for a long time.
I know. I miss
really
you guys too. I really have. This was, and it's been a long time coming. We've been trying to do this for a long time. And then, what happened?
Life, COVID,
COVID.
everything. Life,
There was
COVID,
a
surgery.
little disease called COVID-19.
Yeah.
Stopped everything, and then I had surgery.
The truth is, COVID gave us a chance to get ready for somebody like you. That's
And
that's
it
the
seems
honest
like
truth.
you haven't done any prep whatsoever.
No, we just woke up this morning, threw some shit together, fire up the dining room lights.
Yeah, hey man. I would love to see you guys try and block out these walls and put a table in here and have a.
Oh God.
I want to come to a dinner party here someday. Will you please? Hey, Nicole's like, first time she's not smiling or
You'd
laughing.
have to
She's like,
throw it.
don't, no, it's not going to happen here.
It's so funny how
I
different.
can't cook anymore. Like, good luck.
Yeah, forget it. It's over.
I'm over it.
Few.
I wasn't good at it to begin with.
Really?
Really?
No?
I could follow recipes really
Yeah.
well, but like,
But,
who needs that?
who
That's
needs it?
forever, and you have to match appetizers and
Right,
hors d'oeuvres with main.
Here we go. Drama.
Fuck
You're
that.
stressing me out, man.
Seriously.
I know.
All right, what's going on with Instagram? I've got some questions for you.
Okay. I really got
Before
to
we-
pee.
Before
but
we,
go ahead.
you want to go
can
pee
get-
now? We're wrapping it up.
No.
Oh,
Shoot. Let's do it.
I'm trying to find your shit now.
Pee my pants.
I knew it.
That'd be good TV, though, right? That'd be great for your.
Right in the Letterman chair.
If I
You
just
were a
peed.
Letterman guy, weren't you?
Yeah.
Oh,
Sure.
not that much though. I guess. Is that
I wasn't
little
really
too
a
New
talk
York for
show
you still?
guy, but yeah, it was. I mean, if I had to choose one, I would say I was a Letterman guy.
I
Why?
mean, you've done Letterman.
I've done it. It would. Yeah, it was weird.
I really enjoyed
you were
your
there.
appearance
Because
I
the
remember
first
you-
time was great, and the second time he just kept talking about my shoes.
Yes.
And I was like trying to joke around with him, and he was like, "Stop joking! I'm talking about your shoes
Yeah,
on
he was
air."
serious.
And I was like, "Oh my god, this is the worst thing that's ever happened to me." Being on the Letterman show, it should be the best thing ever.
I remember But he wanted the shoes. I think was the issue. Was he wanted to buy
Yeah,
the same
yeah,
shoes?
yeah.
All right. You don't
Yeah.
want to do that on this show too, probably.
No, well,
Do you know who Lynn Woodward is?
no.
She is very talented in a lot of different ways, but she's also a race car driver, rally driver. She says, "Holy shnikes, more big names! Awesome! I got in just in time." She's a big fan of yours.
Aw.
Tedward says, "Just thank him for Hot Tub Time Machine for me."
You're welcome.
Tedward has a big
Tedward.
following on the
That's
on the
not
YouTube.
your name. Go ahead.
Pinstripe Chris is awesome. This is one funny dude. Here's from LA Car Spotter. Will there be a hot tub on the show? Oh, that's not really for you. Okay.
Well, no.
These are really not the best.
It's not going to be. It's a car show.
Yeah. How about this? Here
Why
we
would
go.
we have a tiny pool. on this?
Magolbaum. When's Hot Tub Time Machine 3?
When you guys go back in time and watch Hot Tub 2.
There you go. Oh,
Yeah.
very
Because,
nice
yeah,
because
no one watched that
it was
shit.
up to you to make right.
Yeah, it's your fault.
Yep,
That
that's
there's
what you're
not going
saying.
to be a 3. I figure I look for it like I'm like maybe when we're 70 there'll be a Hot Tub 3 and it'll be probably terrible, but who
You go to the
cares?
Old West.
Whatever. Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Exactly.
If you could hop in a hot tub time machine and go back in
brother.
time and buy any new car, what would it be? This is from VW for Life. Tori
Oh,
Alonso.
2011, 2012 I get a Porsche 997.
Oh, really?
I think so.
Yeah, nice.
I think that's my new like target car.
But do you have a Porsche?
I have a 2018 911S, but
Very
but it's
nice.
not as good. The 997 I feel like is an investment.
Oh, now it is right now. Yeah. If you're going to get one now.
But it's
yeah.
also like, it's kind of a.
the next big thing.
Let's get in on that.
Magnus is here next week. We'll ask him about it.
Oh shoot!
Do you know Magnus?
No, I know his. I know who he
You
is.
know who he is.
Yeah, I know
Magnus
who he
Walker,
is.
yeah. He's there every Friday too. If you come up, which I really hope you do at some point.
I want
It
to.
will
I'm
be fun.
afraid. I am nervous.
About what? The
Yeah,
people?
no, you guys are all real drivers. I'm just a
Nobody
poser.
cares about that.
No one
Nobody
drives
cares about.
together.
Well, I mean, we do. Yeah,
That's what everybody says.
it's not a.
cars and even a cars and coffee at Gelson's scares me.
He likes comic books, I didn't
Ah!
tell you, I didn't lie to you. You didn't believe me.
Did you say I like comic books?
Yeah.
But I don't like comic
I
books.
was my point being
No,
like,
the secret's
Oh,
out
I
now.
see, I see.
She just dropped. You're exposed now.
Ask him about Upright Citizens Brigade and how it may have birthed the character of Ron Fox in Harold and Kumar Escape from Guantanamo Bay. That's from Alpha 952.
How it birthed Ron Font? Yeah, I guess so. I mean, it was a lot of improv.
You were UCB?
Yeah, and
You
UCB
were not a
was
founding member? Were you a founding member of UCB?
No,
No, dear Lord, no.
no. There's 4 original members of UCB, including like Amy Poehler, Matt Besser, Matt Walsh, and Ian Roberts. And they were all from Second City and Improv Olympic, and they came to New York when I was there, and they started an improv theater, and I got in on the ground floor. Only thing I've ever gotten in on the ground floor.
Did you ever do
ever.
Conan when you were on UCB doing that?
Yes.
Because when I was working at Conan, UCB was
Yes.
never known by anyone else in the world. But
Yeah.
you guys were on.
We were the farm
like,
team.
Once
We were
a
the
week.
Conan O'Brien farm
Yes.
team.
I told her Amy Poehler used to play Andy's sister on the show.
I did
and
a
all
bit
that.
every week on Conan.
Yeah.
pretty much.
I think we probably worked together.
I'm
way back
sure we
then, and I
did.
was just a kid.
I'm sure we same. I did like one where I was an astronaut whose helmet filled up with pee.
I was there. I remember the rehearsal of all
was
of
a
that
tough
during
one.
the day. We had to do the whole
It was
thing
a
like 10
really
times
hard
in
bit.
rehearsal.
Not even that funny.
Wow.
And then there was a
It was mimicked to have just the thing do in the
yeah.
front, but we had
I
to,
was
like,
in a lot of the like. What was the thing where they tried to make Andy laugh?
Oh, the staring
The
contest.
staring
thing.
contest.
Yeah.
So I would be behind Conan.
There
in
was
some-
always
oh, that was
a
where
bunch of
I think
different
the
things would come
astronaut
in.
bit too. Like a lot of those bits I was in.
God, that's so cool.
But then I did Conan. The first time I ever did Conan, I walked up 30 Rock. I mean, it was like an honor to be there. And
Electric in that
and
building.
there, Conan was standing there with Bill Murray. When I got out of the elevator, and they turned around to look at me, and they're both like 9 feet tall. And I walked up, and Conan goes, "Hey, Rob, do you know Bill?" I was like, "I can't say I do. Hey, Bill." And we shook hands. And then Conan walked away to go play guitar or something, and which he does before every show.
Yes.
And then Bill looks down at me, way down, and he goes, "So Rob, how do you like this gig?" And I went, "What do you mean, this gig, or like the whole thing?" And he thinks about it for a second, and he goes, "Yeah, the whole thing." I went, "Yeah, it's pretty good." And he went, "It's pretty good, right?"
Yeah.
And I went, "Yeah." And he goes, "Yeah. You want a cup of coffee?" And Bill Murray walks into the green room and pours me a cup of crappy coffee and hands it to me, and then disappears.
Studio 6A and 30 Rock.
Oh my God! Like,
Dude, that's amazing.
couldn't get any better than that,
That's
right?
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't even know
And
if
I
he
was
was on
there.
the show that night, to tell you the truth. I think he just appeared
Wasn't
and
Bill Murray?
disappeared.
He was always in the building.
He
He was
probably
always in
was.
the building.
He's everywhere.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if he walked in right now. He's always showing up at
We've got a
people's
surprise for you.
parties and stuff.
How do you feel about this? We've gone. Oh, you've done the time. You have fulfilled your obligation. But how do you feel about this?
About what? This whole
This
thing?
whole thing. Was this good?
fun.
Was it okay?
This was really fun. I mean, I haven't seen you guys in a long time. That's what I was most looking forward to. Seeing
Same.
you, taking Nicole into my arms again. And we cried a little bit over there.
But
It was awesome. It was awesome. This is a lot of fun.
She's very excited for this.
Well, thank you for having me.
Thank
I'm
you
sorry
for
it
doing
took
it.
so long. That's my fault.
It's okay now that I know you're not doing other things. You're our Marv Albert.
I know,
I'll
great.
just hey,
I'll be
guess
right here.
what? We
I'll be
need
right
to-
here. Lieberman shows up.
If you were there as often as you would have been, do you remember that was how the hallway was? It was like there were a certain amount of
Yeah.
people that were just always there.
Just walk around. Some
Yeah.
in bare feet for some reason.
Sandler and Chris
I always
Farley
used
were
to go
always in
off
the
on
hallway.
it, like, why didn't she have shoes on? What is she trying to prove?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I hope you have
This was a lot of
enjoyed it. Let's see. For everybody else, we've got to wrap up the show, right? Let's do the thank yous. How do people follow you, Rob Corddry?
Well, I mean,
Like
I
on
guess you
social
can
media?
find out where I live. And
That's right.
You could
Grocery
go to my
stores are the
neighborhood
way.
and you can stake out my house and then wait till I leave the house and then just, you better hit the gas fast because I'm fast, man. I'm fast.
Your I can't want to say it. Doesn't matter. Your pizza place over there is branching out. There's
Tomato
one coming
pie?
over here now. Oh, yeah, I didn't know if I could say that.
Fantastic.
It's branching out.
Tomato pie. Los
There's
Angeles.
one coming up on Topanga and then
Sure
another
there
one
is.
opening up.
Sure there is. Enjoy yourselves.
We're weirdos, people. Sorry, we're a weirdos family. Do you know weirdos?
No.
That's good.
Pizza?
Yeah.
Whatever, man.
All right. Sorry. So everybody follow Rob Corddry and check him out on Top Gear on the Motor Trend app, Top Gear America. Tomorrow, Mrs. Ryan and I are over at Good Vibes Breakfast Club up at Newcomb's Ranch, 9 to 11. And next week we are back here with
You guys can't stay out of Newcomb's Ranch. can
every
you?
Friday. Every Friday.
Oh, it's Friday.
Yeah.
It's party.
Every Friday. We've been doing it for like 4 years or something. I don't know.
Awesome.
It just turned into something.
That's great.
Next week, back with Christian James Hand and Magnus Walker. So that's it. I love you very much. We love you very much,
I love
Rob
you both
Corddry.
very much. Thank you for having me here.
Love everybody on Instagram and on YouTube. We will see you next week.
Oh my God. Let's go.